Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 46 of the Walk of Ethan Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, like usual, Ethan Black. I'm here with my co-host, John. John, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Good to be back.
I know you're back. It was Father's Day last week, so he got a pass. No, but I mean, also there's no like Father's Day. I didn't want to bother you with that, right? So,
Yep.
but you ready to talk about some wrestling over this weekend?
Yes.
So I know there's two shows going right now: GCW versus New South and AW Forbidden Door. I'll talk about those on Friday shows because honestly, I don't want to go live after midnight for AEW. I'm sorry, I don't. I really don't. But we'll start with the Friday, June 23rd shows. Holy crap, it's almost July.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll kick it off with Dragon Gate's Rainbow Gate 911. So opening match tag team match with Open the Triangle Gate champion Kazi and Strong Machine J of Natural Fives, defeating Yamato and Problem Dragon for your running Apple Smash 10 minutes 11 seconds. Tag team match in Kota Minoru and Noriki Doi, defeating Jiki Horiguchi and Cage Door for R301 of Horiguchi 6 minutes and 5 seconds. Tag team match we have Sea Prize's Kai and Ishin, defeating Natural Fives' Open the Triangle Gate champ Jackie Funk Kame and Open the Brave Gate champ Jason Lee via death penalty 8 minutes and 29 seconds. 6-man tag team match with the Dragons Ultimo and Dragon Kid. Timo Shuji Kano defeats Sea Prize's Shun Skywalker, Demonte, and Hayo via La in 9 minutes. Tag team match we had D Courage, Open the Dream Gate champ Medoka Kitayoka and Yuki Yoshioka defeat Natural Fox, Open the Triumph Gate champ Big Boss Mooch and UT via Inferno on UT at 11 minutes. And the main event 6-man tag team match M3K, Open the 20 Gate champion Shimoshi Mosuki and Yasushi Kana and Mitsuki Mosuki defeating Gold Classes Bing K, BB Hawk, and Minior. Feed down L drop Minior, 15 minutes and 42 seconds. So that was Dragon Gate. And then we'll go to. Let me see. Where's my thing? Here we go. Then we'll go to GCW's Ride or Die. So we'll kick it off with tag team match with Bang Bros, August Matthews, and David Bang. Keep your minds out together. Defeating Alec Price and Cole Rag, 6 minutes and 51 seconds. Jack Carver defeating Rise, 11 minutes and 29 seconds. Lou Festo defeating Robert Anthony, 11 minutes 53 seconds. For the JCW title, the champion John Oliver defeating Commander, 12 minutes and 18 seconds to retain the title. 6-person tag team match with Masaso, Cyclops, Mio Extremo, team up with the Ultra Fallen champion Rina Yamashita, defeating Wong Manders and the Rejects, John Wayne Murdoch and Reed Bentley, 9 minutes and 5 seconds. In a failed 6-way match, Starboy Charlie defeating Bobby Flago, Hunter Drake, Jimmy Lloyd, Kenzie Page, and Teriyaki, 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Mixed tag team match with Extreme Champ Joey Janelle and Story Rex defeating Boosie, Ellie, and Effie, 17 minutes and 29 seconds. El Hidro defeated Kingo first minute to league ends a no contest, 21 minutes and 45 seconds. And the main for the G7 World title, Blake Christian defeating Greg Loco to retain the title at 23 minutes and 45 seconds. So that was GCW. And then we'll go to Level Up. So we had opening match Chain Lorenzo or Stacks defeating Kill Dix in 5 minutes and 49 seconds. And then we had Luca Cristofino defeating Tavon Heights, 5 minutes and 7 seconds. In the main event, JC Jane defeating Ivan Al, 5 minutes and 19 seconds. So it's level up. All right, John, since you're the co host, you get a choice this week. You want to start with Rampage or SmackDown?
We're gonna start with Rampage.
You got some thoughts, so let's go.
This is why we're starting with Rampage.
uh, we'll figure it's Forbidden Door tonight. Well, yeah, let's start with AEW. So we'll kick it off with a 8-man tag team match. We had Chaos's Chuck Taylor, Trent Brock Romero, and Yo going against United Empire's Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher, Jeff Cobb, Taylor Swerve Strickland. So basically, John Chaos and their group in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So that's a little history lesson for you there.
Yep.
So United Empire's Swerve Strickland waste no time got their Chaos. Will Ospreay beats down Yo in the corner, but Yo fights back and tags in Chuck Taylor. Strickland tags in Taylor hits back elbow. Trent Barrett tags in Best Friends deliver a double elbow drop before Kyle Fletcher tags in like the back body drop. Barrett comes back with a half and half suplex, but Fletcher lands a body slam. Then Rock Romero takes in, beats down Fletcher with Beretta before Chaos looks to hug. But United Empire and Swerve blindside them before Fletcher sends Romero into the corner and tags in Ospreay. Ospreay plants Romero, then tags in Jeff Cobb. He hits a clothesline instead of moonsault as we go to commercial break. We come back from break. Strickland hits a back up off the middle rope on Romero before Ospreay and Yo tag in. Ospreay hits a chop and a springboard kick, then hits a knee. Excuse me, Yo falls back with a double underhook suplex before Best Friends hit the soul food half and half combination. Romero falls with a clothesline and Chaos hugs in the middle ring, and then Yo plants Ospreay goes for a cover, but Strickland picks up the pin. United Empire Strickland overpowers Chaos, and Ospreay nails the Hidden Blade for the victory at 9 minutes and 31 seconds. I actually thought this was a fun, entertaining match. I just wanted 7 out of 10. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I'd give it 7 out of 10. It was. I'm not gonna spoil the rest of it, but yeah, it was a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I like. I mean, you give Ospreay a win in the ahead of his IWGP US title match with Kenny Omega tonight for Forbidden Door. Same with. Well, I'll run into the Forbidden Door card after this review, John, and we'll get a better idea. But a lot of them are on this show, so. But I mean, I enjoyed this 8-man tag. Spoiler: one of the best matches of the show.
Yep. I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
one of them. So this one I'm gonna just spoil real quick. So Adam Cole, actually, I'll talk about this segment and we'll talk about it in a sec. So Adam Cole makes way down the ring, does signature pose before he can. We hear the music of the AEW World Champ MJF music as he comes to the ringside. He thanks Cole for giving the confidence on Wednesday to put his world title on the line and face Hiroshi Tanahashi at Forbidden Door. This is he returned the favor. He announced he got a match at Forbidden Door with Tom Lawler. Johnny, you know who Tom Lawler is, right?
Yep.
The ex-UFC fighter, just for people who kind of forgot. So Lawler and Royce Isaacs blindside him. Longest single. I did laugh at this. MJF slowly makes his way down the ring to his partner.
Oh, my watch is having a hard time. My watch take off.
So basically, John, I don't know if you caught Dynamite. So basically, they're doing this blind eliminator, like Lethal Lawler, WCW, and MJF and Adam Cole both got picked to be partners. So that's why he's saying partner. I'm saying that loosely. Anyway, so basically, Lawler and Isaacs beat the crap out of Cole before MJ wishes him luck and then makes the quote unquote save. So the spoiler is, so if you didn't see Tony Khan's tweet, Cole was supposed to face Lawler at Forbidden Door, like I just said, but Adam Cole came up with a cold. But I think he got sick, so match got canceled, unfortunately. But I mean, oh well. I was really looking for that match, but I mean, if you're sick, don't come in to work. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I actually did like this statement though. MJF just taking it, asked the cameraman to hold his scarf. I'm coming, Cole. I'm coming. But it was pretty funny. Did you like this statement, John, or did you think it was just kind of there?
It had some. It was fun. I've seen worse.
I see, yeah, but I most of the MJF part was the funniest one, where he's just taking his good old sweet time.
Yeah,
he's a dick, but you can't help it.
No, that's who he is.
Second match, spoiler, can't really rate this. I'll tell you why. The Acclaimed Anthony Bones Mass Caster go with Billy Gunn, goes Axel Rico, Darius Latara, and Coda Hernandez. Caster's back body drop to Rico, back body drop to somebody else, body slam. Anthony Bones hits the Sesame Timbers rival, and Caster hits the mic drop for the win at 41 seconds. John, you know our rule, we can't rate anything under a minute, so yeah, it's just there. It was just there.
I didn't think it was going to last long.
No. You kidding me? After this match, Harley Cameron, two masked men appear at ringside. She calls herself an incredible journalist and an amazing musician. This is she'll make sure.
So this part actually was longer than the actual match.
Yeah. Yeah. She'll make the right hit and send the claim straight to number one. Billy Gunn grabs him obviously doesn't know if she's seen what they do, but they're the greatest rap. They have the greatest rapper in the world title, Mass Caster. Cameron says she knows she's a great rapper. She calls for the masked man to join her in the ring. Calls for music to be hit and starts rapping, including for Anthony Bones. Bones laughs at asks if she got kicked in the head too many times as a kid by a donkey. He tells her to look at his gear and informs her that he's gay. And then the fans start saying he's gay, which let's go. Like I did like that, but it was pretty funny. She's like yeah. QT Marshall and Aaron Solo appear at ringside. Marshall strides as one masked man takes the mask off, reviews him. John Hannigan, John Morrison. He has so many names in wrestling now I can't even keep track anymore.
Yeah.
Then he super kicks Billy as Marshall and Solo attack the claim. Honestly, it was just there. This part. I did like that Bones telling her he was gay though. And then the fans start saying it's wrestling. It's a weird world. But yeah. I'm glad though. It was pretty cool.
And she was like, "You got a thing for me." He's like, "What?"
You think I have a thing for you? I did like that though. But well, time for the semi-main event, the quarterfinal match of the Women's Own Hurt Cup. But before I run down the full bracket, or before I run down this match on NJ Skype, I'll run down the brackets right quick. John, you just give me your predictions for the finals, and when I run for the Forbidden Door, when I talk about the men's, you just give me your finals there if you want. So it's Britt Baker first Rib Show this Wednesday on Dynamite after Forbidden Door. of course, NJ Sky Blue was on this show. Will Nigo or Nyla Rose from Will Nigo on Collision, which we'll talk about in a bit. And at the Nicholas Billy starts, that'll be on the Forbidden Door pre-show. John, without fully spoiling, give me your finals of the women's.
I want to say Sky Blue.
I can see that.
Yeah. And or I'm gonna pick two.
Yep.
But Sky Blue or Athena.
Oh, all right. Is that who you got for your winner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I go with that because well, I'll talk about the match and then I'll talk about each bracket. So this is officially the quarterfinal match. AJ for Sky Blue. Masters with lock up. Jay first on blue. Then sets a crash on the ringless DT. Gets back to ring, jams her boot into her throat as we go to commercial break. We come back for break. Jay hits a right hand to Blue. Blue fires by several of her own before Blue hits a knee and a snap mirror. Then delivers a kick to Jay's head. Then sends her top turnbuckle face first. Jay sends her in the apron for Blue. Clintar hits a crossbody. Anna comes back with a kick to the head. Backstabber and hits with a glory bomb for a 2 count. She locks in a clean sweep, but Blue escapes and hits the Blue for the win at how did this go? 8 minutes, 17 seconds. I just want 6 out of 10. What you think, John? Same thing, higher, lower, in the middle?
Yeah, 6 out of 10, I'd say. Probably that's kind of like right in the middle.
Yeah. I mean, it was fine for what it is, but honestly, here's a hot take, John. I think NJ joining JS was so stupid. But so she'll meet the winner of the Britt Baker Ruby Soho match, which it's I can see Baker, who was last year's winner, but I mean it might be Soho, so wait see on Dynamite. But yeah, Sky Blue will meet the winner of that match on they never said semifinals. So basically she'll meet the winner of someone in semifinals. Then the main event, the number one contender for the IWGP World Heavyweight title, Jack Perry goes well with Doki. Yes, it looks like it says Dookie, but you pronounce it Doki. Max starts with a lockup. Perry hits a short tap, but Doki lands an arm drag. So Perry returns to favor, hits a draw kick before the action spills to the outside, and then go back forward chops. Perry sends Doki crashing the barricade, then plants on the ring apron. We go to break. After the break, Doki hits a back elbow, and then Enziguri falls with a flying back elbow, and then plants Perry, but Perry hits a back breaker and a tiger driver. Perry drinks the timekeeper's him next to the apron and looks to play him through it, but Doki escapes, hits an Enziguri, and then Constantino hits a senton that puts him for the table. I did like that spot. They get back in the ring, and Perry hits a lariat, but Doki responds with a brainbuster and a short that midsection. Perry falls with a DDT, then goes for a cover, only got a 2 count. Jungle Boy hits a poison rana over the back of his neck, and then locks in the skull in for the submission win at 10 minutes and 13 seconds. I thought this world, I just won 7 out of 10. What'd you think, John?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 6.
6?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go higher than 7, but yeah, I mean, you kind of figure with him getting a shot that IWGP World title, you figured he was gonna win, but I still enjoyed it. And then after the match, Sanada makes it and they stared trying to close out Rampage. It was kind of there, like it wasn't boring or anything. Like he was just there. I wouldn't get it hard. I'd say 5 or 6 out of 10
for the whole show.
Overall score, yeah. Overall
score, I'll give it 6 out of 10 for an overall.
I won't go any higher than that though.
I wouldn't go higher than that. No.
And basically, I honestly just skipped the trios match. Like basically just watched everything else, like the segment after that, and then the rest of the matches. But
yeah, because there's basically, I mean, maybe 2, 3 at the most matches that were, rated high enough, I think, to
just enough time.
Yeah.
So, well, since we're talking about, I'll run down the Forbidden Door card real quick. So, Kenny Omega won defend the IWGP US Hogan Swell Osprey. Never Boy 6-man tag champ Kazuchika Okada on Bryan Danielson. Like I said, Sanal will defend the IWGP World title against Jack Perry. MJF defends the World title, AW World title against Never Boy 6-man tag champ Hiroshi Tanahashi. Chris Jericho, Minoru Suzuki, and Sammy Guevara go against Darby Allin, Sting, and Best Repart. We'll talk about that during Collision. 10-man tag team match with Never Boy 6-man tag champ Tomohiro Ishii. The Humbucks, him and Page and the Young Bucks, and Eddie Kingston go against the Blackpool Combo Club, Shota Umino and Konosuke Takeshita. The men's beginning of the men's quarterfinal matches of the Owen Hart Cup, CM Punk versus Satoshi Kojima. John, I'll get your Actually, since we're talking about before I run down the card, so basically it's Punk and Kojima tonight, and then
Hmm.
the winner of that match meets the winner of the Roger Strong Samoa Joe match, and then Dustin Rhodes faces Powerhouse Hobbs, and then Drew Ross for Ricky Starks, and those two faced in the semifinals. If
Yep.
you had to pick your winners for the men's, who do you got?
Gonna be either Samoa Joe or Powerhouse Hobbs.
Ooh, okay, I like those. I can't. I'm gonna say Punk, or I'm gonna say my fault is Punk and Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah, that's a good pick too.
I can't see Joe though, but I don't think he's getting past CM Punk, honestly.
I would like to give Dustin Rhodes a nod, but
He's in a Hobbs. He's not getting past the first round.
no, no, he's up against Hobbs, so
And then Juice and Ricky. I say Ricky advances.
yeah, oh yeah,
Uh, so the rest of the Forbidden Door card, Orange Cassidy defends the International against New Japan Pro Wrestling's TV champ Zack Sabre Jr., Kazuchika Shibata, and Diego Garcia. Tony Storm defends the Women's title against New Japan and Strong Women's Champion Will Nightingale. Like I said, the women's quarterfinal match of the Women's Owen Hart Cup, Athena for Bayley starts out on the pre-show. Also on the pre-show, Stu Grayson for El Phantasmo. 8-man tag team action Mogul Embassy, Swerve Strickland, Khan, Toyota, and Brian Cage versus, Chaos's Trent Beretta, Rockavera, and Chuck Taylor, team of El Desperado. And United Empire versus LIJ is the other pre-show match. So that's your Forbidden Door card. Yes, Cole and Law was supposed to be on her, but Cole got sick. So yeah. But anyway, back to Rampage since I ran that. Basically, just skip the trios match, honestly. Just watch everything else from there.
yes,
And now we will go over to SmackDown. So we kicked off with a video of Kurt with the blowout last week. John, did you catch last week's SmackDown?
I did.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I loved it too. I
Well,
mean, the
okay, I like where they're going with the bloodline storyline.
me too, me too.
Roman Reigns kicking a face.
Right, but I'll write on the Money in the Bank card after this review. So, like I said, we came over to the curve when blood on the last week, and then the Usos make it around the ring. Jay says they'll say blood is not Lafayette, Louisiana, but Jimmy Uso stops him and he cracks us. It says the Usos are in Lafayette. Sorry, butcher that. Jimmy says he's feeling good. That's how Jay's feeling. Jay says they're about to fight their family. He says family's supposed to have be charged back from day one to the end. Jimmy says Jay made the perfect choice last week and Jay tells Jimmy that he loves him. He says that him and Jimmy will still love Wolverines and says they'll follow orders for 3 years. He says Roman messed up when he disrespected himself and Jimmy says respect is huge for them. He says the ball became their faction, and when they fell along but one's reign showed them they weren't worth anything, they left them in the dust. Then he said Paul Heyman is the biggest snake of them, and Jimmy questioned how he could take orders. Jay says himself and Jimmy are heading to London and calls themselves the best tag team in the business, which I can't really deny they are. Then he welcomes Roman and Solo to the Uso Penitentiary before himself and Jimmy throw their ones to the sky. Pretty good, solid opening promo from the Usos. What do you think, John?
I thought it was a good intro.
I like the opening match. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we go our first match. So LA Knight, who's in the men's Money Bank ladder match, goes to Rey Mysterio. So they were supposed to do a triple threat match, but Vince basically, Vince McMahon, he's gonna rip up the script. So yeah. So LA Knight goes on. Now before I keep going, did you see Logan Paul's in the men's Money Bank ladder match?
Yes.
All right. What do you think of it?
It doesn't surprise me.
No, he's pulling a Charlotte. He's cashing a Charlotte in the bank.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I'm kind of so about Mr. Logan Love Paul, I gotta hand it to him on his. He's actually not a bad wrestler. I've seen a lot worse than him.
Yeah, no, I mean, he should have had a qualified match, but I get he's a big popular YouTuber. Like,
Yeah, it's not the first time that they've done this in wrestling either, where they kind of just stuck a guy in
no, I know, but still.
that didn't have to qualify. It's like
Well, that was the biggest complaint. Everybody had to so he didn't have to qualify, but the other six had to. It's like whatever.
yeah,
Honestly, that I don't know. Anyway, I mean, it'd be good, but
He's not going to win though.
I don't know. Well, I'll say that, but who knows? Actually, I'll get your predictions for it. I told the money bank card. Anyway, so yeah, LA Knight goes for Rey Mysterio. Knight sends Ray face for top turnbuckle, whips him in the opposite corner, but Ray comes out with a draw kick. Knight lands a fly short tackle from the but Ray sends him in the ropes and hits 619, then hits a baseball draw kick. This is a Knight tumbling on the ring and then hits a sliding splash. That spot's actually pretty cool. As we go to commercial break, we come back from break. Knight hits a neck breaker for a 2 count. He sends it for a powerbomb. Ray fights his way out of it and hits a hurricanrana. Climbs the top rope, looks for a senton, hits a springboard crossbody, but Knight fires back with an elbow drop for Ray, looks for a springboard moonsault, but Knight catches him, but Mysterio reverses momentum and hits a DDT, hits a step up insecurity, looks for a 619, but Knight catches his legs and gets him on his shoulders. Ray skates, but Knight hits the BFT for the win. And where my thing go? Here we go. 8 minutes and 51 seconds. Not a bad match. What'd you say, John? Like 5 out of 10? I give it 5.
I was gonna say 5.
I mean, you got to give Knight some momentum heading into his Money in the Bank water match.
Yeah.
So, but I see. But it wasn't bad. The last few minutes was kind of a little like sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it was all right. And then Knight after the match, Knight looks on Mask Ray, but Santos that's where runs on makes a save. Then we go back to Sikoa and Paul Heyman walk around with Rich Holland pass him down and watch it. Sikoa just loses temper and then nails Holland in the throat with a small spike. For a walk away, he's on the mood. Hey, when Solo talks, you might want to stay away from him.
Yes, because he doesn't speak very often.
No. I do like Solo though, but I mean, he's one of those people that shouldn't talk much. But
He's his character is good for him.
yeah, exactly. The insurance policy.
Yeah, because he's not like his older brothers that have the chops for gab.
Yeah, exactly. But I thought this was cool. And then after the break, Sheamus appears ringside, calls Solo and tells he wants to get to Holland and tells him if he wants to fight, he got it, which, spoiler, that's the main event. And then now we go to the women's tag title unification match. Honestly, this match was predictable, but so it's to be roster women's tag champs Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler versus the NXT women's tag champs Alba Fire and Alan Dawn. Baszler hits a kick that fires midsection, falls with another one to her thigh for Dawn and Rousey tag in. Rousey hits a kick to Dawn's midsection and hits a series of hip toss by the right hands. Isla delivers a kick to Rousey's hip, then takes Alba Fire. Fire rides down Rousey, then takes Dawn back, and Dawn does the same thing quickly, tags up to Alba. Then Isla hits a running meteor before Alba hits a kick to her thigh before Rousey hit the reverse hurricane as we go to break. When we come back to break, Fire ranks her right hands on Rousey, but Ronda clenches an ankle lock, but Alba escapes by a step of insecurity. Excuse me. Baszler tags and knocks Island off the apron and hits a running knee to Alba. Dawn tags and hits a pair of clotheslines and a kick to cross chest followed with a suplex. She comes tower hits a meteor, but Rousey hits a kick while the referee is distracted. This slows Baszler locked in careful clutch, but Alba breaks up the hold with a swanton bomb off the top rope, then takes down Rousey, takes an Isla. Team Scotland, I'm just gonna call him that. Set for the Glory Bomb Flatliner combination.
Team Scotland.
Hey now.
Are they Scottish?
Yes, they are actually.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, the Unholy Union. That's their actual tag. Okay, sorry. I forgot they had an actual tag team name. Anyway, thanks for locked in gear for on the album, but Rousey locks in the arm on Isla, and then the NXT Women's Tag Champs tap out. So they basically become the Undisputed Tag Champs at 10 minutes 22 seconds. Actually, this wasn't bad. You know what? I'll give them more for the Unholy Union, but I wouldn't go hard in 6. But it was pretty predictable, honestly.
Well, I going into it, I already knew who was going to win. Obviously, the WWE side of the belt holders are going to win the unification match.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't going to let NXT, they weren't going to let the firm team win against the major leagues.
Like no, oh god, no.
That just doesn't happen. So, but they did put on a good fight against them. That it wasn't just a quick wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Like it was, there's actually. It looked like they actually put some fight into it. So
yeah,
I would say I'd give it a 6.
Yeah, I wouldn't go higher than that, honestly.
No.
Then after match, Raquel looks to leave ringside, but Ronda calls her in the ring and asks what she's doing today. For returns for demands a rematch for tag titles, technically, which as turned we never lost, which technically she didn't, and she was
Nope.
actually referred to. So we hear the return music of Liv Morgan, makes her way in the ring, and then they get in the face to Rousey and Baszler. We did find out that on SmackDown Lowdown yesterday that match will happen at Money in the Bank, but I'll run on the rest of the card after this review. Excuse me. All right, John. Now it's time for the Grayson Waller effect with Grayson Waller, and he introduces the number one contender for the Undisputed Tag Team titles, Pretty Deadly. They make their way down the ring, and then Kit Wilson says the Grayson Waller fight is much better than the KO show, and the three-man joke about it. Then Waller asks Pretty Deadly if they lost sets in the 2 months they have spent on the main roster, and Wilson says same reason Kevin Owens have to earn their respect after main event night one of WrestleMania 39. Ellen Prince says him and Wilson don't feel as though they were earned some level of respect from them. He says they can carry on bickering while himself and Wells are on the same page. Waller says he ain't surprised, and Prince says the gauntlet match was grueling last week. Technically, they only beat one team, but I'm not getting into that rant. And then they rag on the other teams in the match as they beat them all. Street Profits make their way down the ring for their comeback match. Pretty Deadly. Honestly, this segment was way too cringy. I hated this. I'm sorry. This was way too cringy.
The Grayson Wall.
It's like, is he gonna wrestle sometime? Like, he's been called up like a month and a half now, and he hasn't even wrestled. Like, is he injured? Like, I don't know.
I yeah, I haven't seen him. He hasn't wrestled since he's just been doing his talk show.
No, yeah, no, he's been. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not a big Grayson Waller fan.
He's not a bad wrestler though.
No, no, no. Hey, he can get heel heat, but it's just like,
Yeah.
um, it's just like, oh my god. I don't know. I just segment was just like when they kept on with the tag team thing. It was just like, okay, guys, like we get it. You won the gauntlet match. Like it's annoying now. I don't know. Did you find it cringy or did you like this segment?
It was. I don't know. uh,
I don't
I
know.
mean, the actual that part of it. I mean, the match between the Street Profits was good.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll talk about that in a sec there.
Yeah,
But
but yeah, it was it was. I don't know. I mean, I guess some people found it entertaining. I guess it's
I don't
what.
know. But I don't know why. It was just something like it's just. I just found it way too cringy to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I think it went on a little too long, honestly.
I guess what it was. I think they stretched it out too far.
But it's funny. Like I like how Street Profits came out. Like I liked them, but like they were kind of. But it's like, dude, like you were only in the match. Like you guys were the first team out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like anyway, we'll get to this match now. Ugh. Anyway, that segment was cringy. That's all. That's my main point. So Kate Wilson and Montez Ford lock up gets match started. They go back and forth with submission holds before Angel Dawkins takes a short tackle. Wilson hits a forearm, takes an Allen Prince. Prince Daly hits a double short tackle, and Prince hits a boot to his face. Dawkins hits a right hand to Prince's face, takes Ford back in. Ford lands a drop before Street Profits send Prince Daly the ring goes flying over the top rope as we go to commercial break. We come back for break four, climbs to the top rope, but Wilson meets him up there and hits a hip butt on Ford, then gets him on the shoulders. Ford reverses it and hits a crossbody, tags in Dawkins. Prince tags in Dawkins catch with a clothesline, influence with a draw kick and a cross screw spinning elbow. Then they were splashing Nicole for hitting a insecurity and a double underhook twist and neck breaker. Ford tags in Dawkins, short pounces Prince over the floor, catching with a back suplex. That was actually a pretty cool double team spot. Then he hits a Uranagi and takes Dawkins back in. Ford climbs the top rope and Dawkins gets Prince up in the left chair position, but Wilson knocks forward up top before Prince rolls up Dawkins with his feet on the rope for the win. And 9 minutes and 14 seconds. Honestly, the match wasn't bad. I give this one 6 out of. Excuse me. Sorry, 6 out of 10. What do you think, John?
Don't forget, don't remove the male bralette.
What?
Don't remove the male bralette.
What do you mean?
Well, weren't you paying attention to Barrett when
Oh yeah. Okay. It took me a second. I was like, what?
Montel took the top off of
Oh, that was I did like
Prince.
that.
You don't remove the male product.
I was like, I got confused. I was like, what? But yeah, I forgot what actually said that. But honestly, I did like this match. It was I give this one 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I give it a 6 out of 10.
But uh, but I mean, you got to give him some pretty day some wins heading into the tag team title match next week in London, which I'll talk about very quick. So, well, speaking of actually people challenge for titles next week in London, we have the number one contender for the women's title. Charlotte Flair goes for Lacey Evans. Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway, Flair hits a short title, steps over Lacey Evans, kick to the face, falls with a series of chops for Evans since the crash top turbo, face first since middle rope. Looks for a moment until Flair rolls out of the way, hits a backbreaker first. She sends Evans top turnbuckle, then mocks her, hits a suplex, then takes a page over her fiance Andre El Idolo's pose, the Tranquillo, big boot, locks the figure eight for the win at 2 minutes 43 seconds. Yeah, it was just there, 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't go higher than 5.
Actually, you know what? I'm being a little too nice. I'm gonna just want 4 out of 10.
I think the best part of the match is when Asuka showed up.
You mean Oscar?
I mean, Asuka, sorry.
Close enough. But
Yeah.
well, I mean, I don't know.
I meant to say Asuka, yeah.
I know what you meant. I'm just
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just tired of this Lacey Evans pushing like Sergeant Slaughter
No.
rip off.
Yeah.
Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I hate Johnny.
Fuck.
You know me. I hate being
Fuck.
negative, but sometimes you gotta be.
She needs to find a new gig.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah. Yeah. Eventually want to work.
Oh my god.
I mean, Charlotte Flair is just Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, cash in Charlotte in the bank. Like she don't need the money in the bank briefcase.
Hey, Charlotte Flair is Charlotte Flair.
Yes. Yes.
She's a wrestling royalty.
Yes.
Yeah.
But after the match, well, speaking of Oscar, she comes
Yes.
out, her shoe falls off. I did laugh at this. Her shoe fell off.
Both of her shoes fell off.
I know that she threw it at Charlotte's face.
Yeah, then she left in her socks.
Because I seen a clip on Twitter the next day, like yesterday, and I guess when she slipped it, I guess her shoe, like when I thought she rolled her ankle, and then her shoe came off. I was like, "What happened to her shoe?" And then she threw one at Charlotte's face.
Yeah, they both left up on the.
Oh my god!
Ring.
Oscar's like, "Screw it! I'm leaving my shoes in the ring."
Like I said, that was the best part of the match.
Yeah, but it was the post match stuff. Basically, she attacks her, she hits figure eight locked in, and then basically celebrated. Honestly, they do have good matches though. Like Charlotte and Oscar, like they have some excellent matches.
Oh yeah.
So that no different. And then we see Bianca Belair go in the office of Adam Pearce, and then Pearce basically bans Belair from the ringside next week. Which honestly, she's gonna come down somehow.
Oh, of course she is.
We all know we all know what's happening. Come on, Pearce.
Yeah.
Well, main event. Oh, by the way, before I forget, so the original women's match was supposed to be Bayley for Shotzi for her spot in the Money in the Bank, like Bayley's spot in the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Nope. Which actually, I kind of glad they kind of canceled it, just because I mean, you got to keep the story going between Io and Bayley, like the damage control stuff. So I'm kind of glad that one got canceled.
Yeah.
Wow, I agree with Vince. That's shocking.
Hmm.
But that one I could. Like I like both women. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't know. I feel like it would have been too predictable, and plus you got to keep the story going with Io and Bayley going. So that one I kind of get why.
Yeah.
So well, main event time. So let's call for Shane. Oh, by the way, the other canceled match came in grounds with Baron Corbin, but yeah. Anyway, so let's go and Sheamus meet one in the main event. They start raising their right hands after each other. Sheamus hits the uppercut in the corner for the action follows to the outside. Sheamus hits a clothesline and toss Solo back in the ring. Razor Reigns puts the Cole whips him in the corner. Sheamus winds up on the middle rope, hits a clothesline on the back elbow, then a boot to the midsection knee, sets for the 10 beat to the baldron. But Sikoa escapes and hits several back elbows. They lay on the apron. Sheamus gets Sikoa on his shoulders, but Solo escapes and sends Sheamus crashing in the ring post spine first. Hits Samoan drop on the outside as we go to another break. Pressure break, sorry. After the break, Sheamus at the clothesline of the court. Sikoa fires back with his right hands, but Sheamus responds with several elbows on to follow with a clothesline, followed by a splash in the corner, body slam, another 10 beat to the baldron. Tries to go for the bro kick, but Solo Sikoa catches with a super kick. Sheamus gets a call on the shorts, lands white noise, but that only got a 2 count. So he tried to go for a count across. Sikoa escapes and hits a small spike that sends Sheamus tumble to the outside. He sends Sheamus atop the announcer with a Uranagi, then sets him on the up against the barricade sword and delivers a hip attack. Technically, you didn't fully hit him, but whatever. I'm not gonna give him full crap about it. For the barricade, then the referee calls for the bell after Sheamus cannot continue. So Sikoa wins by referee stoppage at 14 minutes and 50 seconds. Honestly, I would say 7 out of 10, but although that ending kind of soured it a little bit, so I drop it to a 6.
Yeah, I give it 6.
It's just, like, I get you want to protect Sheamus, like you don't want to pin him and stuff, like because he's been one of the best things on SmackDown, like besides the blood and stuff. But
Yeah.
like you're trying to keep Sheamus strong, so I kind of get why they did the referee stop. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of that stuff, honestly,
No.
but I get why they did. Like I can make exceptions, like time limit draws. I'm not a big fan, same with DQs and stuff. But sometimes it makes sense for the story and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, yeah, I would have said 7, but I'm dropping it to 6, 6.5 at the most.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the match, Fisher's trying to help Sheamus, but Sikoa basically just takes him out. We hear the music of the Usos to make down the ring, hits a serious super kick to Sikoa in the center of the ring, then Uso splash, and then another one to close out this week's SmackDown. Overall, not a bad episode, honestly. It's just kind of there. I give this one 6 out of 10. What'd you think, John? Same thing?
Well, you always got when the older brothers beat up the younger brother.
Daddy's beam me up.
You imagine see their father come back?
Oh, Rikishi?
Yeah,
I can see that. You know what? I can see that.
yeah. As the actual head of the table.
Oh, John, come on. People are still trying to get the Rock and Roman Reigns match happening.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen. Forget that.
Right? Thank you.
There, there's a higher probability to have Rikishi come back.
Yes.
He would probably come back.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would.
Give them all a smack and tell them to smarten up because they're family.
Stop it.
First, he would drop the wise man.
Yes.
That would be funny.
That would. That would be funny.
Imagine Rikishi doing his signature splash on
Oh, the stink face?
on Heyman.
Oh my god, yes.
Can you imagine?
Oh my god.
That would be awesome.
That would. I get, you know what, I can't see that, but honestly, I don't think there's really much matches honestly I pick from. Maybe
I'll have to call Vince up and give him the idea.
keep Vince away from creative. Stop it.
All right, I'll call up the game and give him
That's better.
There we go.
Honestly, if we had to choose one, maybe I don't know, John. Is there any match? Maybe the main event. That's probably the only one I say.
That was probably the best.
Out of if I had to go 3, like I'd probably say the main event, even though the ending was kind of crap.
The majority of the matches weren't bad.
No.
But yeah, if you have to pick one.
If I had to choose, but I'll just go. So I say the main event, Solo and Sheamus.
Yeah.
Then I probably give the unification match number 2, which is shocking.
Yeah.
I'd probably say LA Ray number 3.
Yeah.
And then Pretty Deadly Street Profits number 4, and then Flair and Evans at 5.
Yep. That's right.
But so Money in the Bank, so they have 6 matches now. So 7 men money is Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Damian Priest, Butch, and Logan Paul. And then the 6-woman Money in the Bank live matches: Becky Lynch, Selena Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Stark, Trish Stratus, Bailey Neos guy. Wow, I forgot who the other two were for a sec. So for men's job, I mean, next week it's not till Canada Day, but figure since you're on now, I'll just get your. If you had to pick 2 people from Money in the Bank, who would you say from each for men's and women's, or 3? I'll give you 3 actually.
I'm not sure. Hold on a sec here. You get a better idea really quick. I'm going to give it to for the men's.
Yep, I'll give you 3 at the most.
Okay, so for the men's, it's going to be either Damien,
Ooh, okay, I could go with that.
Santos, or LA Knight. I'm going to give it those three.
Those 3.
The men's.
I'm gonna. Hmm.
You writing this down?
Yes, but hey, I'm just gonna write that. So LA Knight. I'm gonna forget now. So hold on. LA Knight. Santos, and you said Priest, right? What's the third one?
Yeah, Damian Priest, Santos Escobar, or LA Knight.
And who do you got for the women's?
And for the women's, I am gonna say, oh, this could be interesting. Okay, so these are the three that I'm gonna say for the women's: Becky Lynch,
Okay.
Bailey,
Yep.
or Io Sky.
Nice. All right. Excuse me. So I do like those for the men's. I do agree with you on 2 of them. LA and Priest. The third, I hate saying this, but it's Logan Paul probably. For the
Yeah,
for the women's, I
yeah.
agree with you on EO. I shoot the 3. I'm gonna agree with you on the 3, honestly.
I would like to see Io in it,
EO,
and
yeah. Oh God, yes.
and then leave Bailey
Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
because you can almost tell that's building up.
Yeah. And then they had the other match, Dominic versus Cody. Oh,
Mhm.
Cody's probably winning that. Let's just be honest. Seth Rollins defensive world title against Finn Balor. I'm really excited for that one as well. There's the Bloodline to War tag match, the Usos versus Roman and Solo, and for the women's tag titles, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler defense Liv Morgan recovered Trios. There we go. I always switch them around, but so, I mean 6 matches. That's pretty good. I mean we're recording on Sunday, so
Yep.
you still got Monday and SmackDown, right? So and then next week on SmackDown, only 2 matches they announced was Oscar for defensive women's title against Charlotte Flair and Kevin Owens Sami Zayn defensive tag titles against Pretty Deadly. And then Grayson Waller, actually, well, speaking of Grayson Waller, he's gonna have another Grayson Waller effect that's time with Logan Paul. Anyway, and Roman comes back on SmackDown, so we're probably gonna do that.
Yep.
But yeah, that was SmackDown. Honestly, I just hate Sheamus, Solo and Sheamus. Honestly,
It was actually a good fight.
it was good for. I did like that. Yeah,
I mean, have I seen better out of Sheamus? I have actually seen better fights out of Sheamus, but I like Sheamus, so
me too. Oh
he's one of my
God,
guys.
yeah.
One of my guys.
Oh my guys.
Yeah.
But that was honestly, it was SmackDown was just there. Honestly, to be honest with you, it was just kind of there. But now we move on to the Saturday shows, which that's crazy already.
Yes.
So we'll start with Pro Wrestling Noah's Keno's 15th anniversary show. So we kick it off with 569 to be Daiji. I saw 5 minutes and 49 seconds. Tag match we had the tough Masakimiya and Yoshihiko Inamura defeating Daiki Emba and Stallion Rogers via Rival on Rogers, 8 minutes and 51 seconds. Ninja Mac defeating Dante Leon via Ninja Bomb, 9 minutes and 28 seconds. 8-man tag match with Aksai, Koji Shoshaki, and Katsuhiko Nakajima. Team Mahamayon and Ghana defeating Real GG tag teams Saxon Hustling, Timothy Thatcher. Katsuyuki Fujita and Tsuchi Taniguchi feature on Lariat, 14 minutes 37 seconds. 6-man tag match with Stinger, Junior tag champs Chris Ridgway and Daga, and Yoshinari Ogawa defeat Asushi Kojige, Siki Yoshioka, a super crazy feat Diablo Wings on Kojige. 13 minutes and 41 seconds. 8-man tag team match with national champion LA Jordan Wagner Jr., Jiro Chim Hayata, Keita Kidman and Ito defeating good looking guys. GCW champ Jake Lee, Jack Morris, Yohei Tedeschi via double unlock on Tedeschi, 13 minutes and 18 seconds, and 10-minute tag team match with Kongos, Keno, Minobu Soya, Shuji Kondo, Hydra, Ora, and Metsu Kitsu Funaki, defeating Mayumi Mirafuji, Masato Tanaka, Kazuchi Shikabara, Amakusuka, and Alejandro for Rings of Fire on Alejandro, 22 minutes and 7 seconds. So that was Pro Wrestling Noah. Then we go Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling's night live tour in Spring 99. So we had Kaya Tor Bama defeating Haru Kachisawa via Birdcage, 5 minutes 43 seconds. Now Kakeyuta defeating Toga via Home, 5 minutes and 36 seconds. And the triple threat match Yuki Kamafuku defeating Haruka Noah and Shio Suzuki via Famouser on Suzuki, 5 minutes 42 seconds. Yuki Ori defeating Hamaru via Satori Katame, 8 minutes and 18 seconds. Tag team match with Shohoko Nakajima and Hyper Masao defeating Rocky and Palm Harajuku via Norlight Suplex, 11 minutes and 32 seconds. Tag team match International Princess Champ Raka Tatsumi and Maya Watanabe defeating Yuki Ino and Mahiro Kuroko via Daydream and 12 minutes and 27 seconds. In the main event, 6-woman tag team match with Mikey Ito and Mayu Yamashita. Team of Moka Mama defeating Princess Champ Masuki and Daisy Monkey, Suzume and Ari Sendo via Ito Deluxe, 14 minutes and 39 seconds. So that was Tokyo Joshi. And then we go to Dragon Gate, Rainbow Gate Night 12. So we have, here we go. Oh, sorry. Tag match with Steve Francis, each and Junior Skywalker defeating Natural Advisors, Open Brave Kid James, Jason Lee, and UT via Chokeslam, 10 minutes and 12 seconds. Open the Triangle Gate Champion Big Boss Mushi defeating Punch Tamanaga via Big Body Press, 6 minutes and 58 seconds. Tag team match with Yamato and Keiji Tora defeat Open the 20 Gate Champ Shimusha Mushugi and Jake Horiguchi via Frankenstein of the Almighty, 10 minutes and 43 seconds. 6-minute tag team match with D Courage and Alto Dragon defeat Kai, Io, and D Monte of Seabrats by disqualification, 8 minutes and 36 seconds. Gold classes, Ben K and BB Hulk defeating M3Ks, Open the 20 Gate Champ Yasushi Kana and Misaki via Spear, 12 minutes and 10 seconds in tag team action. In the main event, 6-man tag team match with Dragon Kid, Kota Minoru, and Noriki Doi defeat Natural Flies, Open the Triangle Gate Champions, Kaji Jackie from Kamei, and Shaw Machine J via Flying Kick on Kamei, 14 minutes and 25 seconds. That was Dragon Gate. And then we'll go to GCW's Mastermind. So we had Cobra defeating Hunter Drake, 7 minutes and 2 seconds. We had Alec Pride defeating Teriyaki, 6 minutes and 53 seconds. In a non-title match, Ultra Fallen Champ Rina Yamashita defeating Effie, 11 minutes and 39 seconds. 6-man tag team match. You ready for this trio's name, John? I'm going to read it and you give me your honest opinion on this name for a sec, all right?
Okay.
Young, middle, age, senior, with a pension, average IQ, death kill.
That's okay.
little too long.
That's an extreme name.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you the competitor. So in this tag team, it's GCW tag team drawer. Oliver, Mike Jackson, Nick Gage. I mean, Wellham is a senior citizen. That's Mike Jackson, so I could see why. But anyway, the name was I thought it was funny, but just a little too long, honestly.
Yeah.
Defeating Jimmy Lloyd and Masao, Cyclops Mio Shiro, 12 minutes and 43 seconds. And a deathmatch short where defeating John Wayne Murdoch, 7 minutes and 52 seconds. And a 8-man tag team match, we had Team New South, Brandon Williams, Brandon Toon, Capella Mandan, and Donnie Primetime. Defeating Juan Commanders, Brogan Finley, Jack Cartwheel, and Starboy Troy of Team GCW in 12 minutes. For the GCW World Title, Blake Christian retains over Adam Priest, 9 minutes and 5 seconds. And the non-title deathmatch, Extreme Champion Joy Janelle defeating Tank, 16 minutes and 59 seconds. And now we'll go to, that was GCW, now we'll go to Collision. So we kick off Collision episode 2. Did you watch last week's episode, John? The first one?
No.
That one was actually pretty good. The only matches I recommend from that one was Andrea Idolo for Buddy Matthews and the CM Punk FTR trios match with Bullet Club Gold and Small Joe.
Okay,
so episode 2, this past week, I know you watched this one because you told me.
Yep.
In our back at Toronto, Ontario at Scotiabank. Okay, not in our backyard, but I mean an hour flight maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So we kick it off with a brief promos from the two teams in the 8-man tag team main event from Bullet Club Gold and the Guns and Ricky Starks, FTR, and CM Punk, which we don't really need to discuss again. And then Tony Schiavone still in the ring and hypes up the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. It would be the same venue on Sunday night, obviously tonight. Then he just tries to introduce Sting and Darby Allin, but he's interrupted by Chris Jericho's theme song. So Chris Jericho and Minoru Suzuki walk on stage together, and then Jericho told Shivani and the fans to shut up. He told the fans not to shamelessly pander in him like Shivani does to them. And then he says, I'm not from Toronto. I'm from Winnipeg, you idiots. That's a good callback from 2008. So basically, if you for little history lesson, so basically, him, Big Show, and Undertaker were in a world title match in Survivor Series like 2008, 2009, well, those years. And
Yep.
some fan, John, was like, go back to Toronto. And Jericho's like, I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's why, just in case if people forgot, a little refresher, but I still get a laugh out of that after almost a little over 10 years later. But Jericho says him and Suzuki were pissed because Sting and Darby have taken days to tell him who their partner will be at the pay-per-view. Jericho Sting wasn't there because he's a little miffed that him and Suzuki are such good friends. And then Jericho and Suzuki did a special handshake. I did get a laugh out of that.
It was funny.
And Jericho questions who Sting could get who advertised Suzuki gods. Didn't make that name up. Jericho accused Shivani of knowing who the partner is. Then he puts a battle to Shivani's throat and demands Shivani didn't need a third man. So Sting and Darby Allin make their way down the ring. Sting brings his own baseball bat to the ring. There was once all four men in the ring, Jericho tells fans shut up. Darby tells Jericho shut up. Well, he hadn't had something to say. He looks into the camera. My things go crazy here. And address Suzuki. Darby says if Guevara stands for Jericho and Suzuki, they will kick his ass. Darby says just like the tag team where kick Jericho's ass at the Tokyo Dome. The third mystery partner is Tetsuya Naito, like one of the legends of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Walk on the stage, and then he walks the ring while Kevin Kelly recapped the history between both Naito and Jericho. He walked to the ring and then got to face to face with Jericho. Then he basically had a trash talk contest. Jericho and Suzuki exit the ring, and Jericho stands back on the broadcast team's desk. Naito opened the ropes for Jericho, who remained at ringside. I did get a laugh out of that, but honestly, opening segment was pretty good. What'd you think?
Yeah, no, I thought it was actually all right.
I like Suzuki. I like my New Japan guys. But it was pretty good though. I can't talk right now. I kind of figured it was gonna be Naito because on Dynamite Darby said someone from Jericho's past, and obviously it's a forbid New Japan AEW pay per view, so you kind of figure it's gonna be somebody from New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad sometimes predictable is good. So
Yeah.
this one was pretty good. I could do. I kind of figure, but I mean it's like, hey. And then we go to highlights of last. Oh, sorry, John. What were we gonna say?
I kind of have to give it to Sting for his longevity in wrestling.
Right?
The man's 64 years old.
Isn't that crazy?
He doesn't look 64 years old.
No, he doesn't.
No, like he's got good genes. That's all I can say, I guess.
Right? All right, John. So I'm gonna ask you this question. You tell me if you think so. Do you think Chris Jericho and Sting ever met 1-on-1 in a match?
Once, didn't they?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Oh,
Right? They've been all in the same companies and they never faced off once.
God.
Right? That's what I'm saying. And then we go to highlights of last week's show of Miro defeating Tony Nese. Thank God Miro's back on TV. Now let's put him on every TV show, please. Then we get a pre-tape Primo. Oh my God. I mixed his name and promo together. You fucked up. You fucked up. Miro promo aired. There we go. He says he's been exiled for nearly a year and that he was summoned. He was told he'd be his favorite champion again and would never lose. Miro says all you do is praise him. He says that you know what he must do. He says he might be righteous and without seeking reward. He renounces God, his gold, and his beautiful wife. Obviously, we know who he's talking about because he is Miro and he is godless. Please put Miro on TV more. Oh, he's underrated. Come on.
Well, he's got to come out there and smack some people.
Hey, now he beat up Tony Nese last week. And then I did like this promo though. I missed Miro talking in all seriousness though. But we all know who his wife is. So, but we all know she's gonna be coming soon. The AEW.
Who's that?
Lana or CJ Perry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
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 All right.
It, but so we go to opening match. We have a rush. Tanahashi goes over for Strickland. So Tanahashi throws his imaginary guitar to Swerve, then plays air guitar, and then Tanahashi kicks the legs from under him. Strickland comes over by kicking the middle into Tanahashi's private area, then puts him down with a boot to the head. Then he tosses him over the top rope, but Tanahashi skins the cat and uses legs to pull Swerve to the floor. Tanahashi went for a baseball slide kick, but Swerve pulls the ring apron skirt out and traps Tanahashi with it. Then he boots him in the head and then mugs for the camera. As we go to picture-in-picture break, we come back from break. Swerve picks up a near fall coming out of the break. Tanahashi rolls Swerve up for a 2 count, then Comet an inside crib for another 2 count. Then he hits a dragon screw, falls over the sling blade for a 2 count. Tanahashi goes to the top, trying to go for the high fly flow, but Swerve puts his knees up and covers him for a 2 count. Circle falls with a couple kicks, went up top and went for a double stomp, but the Swerve stomp sword, but Tanahashi avoided it. Tanahashi hits another sling blade. He went up top, but he slips. Swerve joins him on the ropes, but was knocked out with Tanahashi. Then he finally connects with the high fly flow for the victory at 10 minutes and 45 seconds. Honestly, I actually really enjoyed this opening match. I just won 7 out of 10. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I would give it 7 out of 10.
Fun opening match. I really enjoyed this one. I mean, Swerve's just great. I can't say enough good things about. And same with Tanahashi, like the legend of New Japan. Plus, you got to give him some wins going to this world title match at Forbidden Door. But honestly, I enjoyed this one.
Mhm.
Spoiler: one of the best matches of the night. And then
Yep.
after the match, AEW World Champion MJF's music theme play while Tanahashi was inside the ring. MJF appears on the screen and asks Tanahashi if he was dumb enough to think he would show up in person for him. This is embarrassed Tanahashi to show up and he's on his level. Then he told Tony Khan that he only show Forbidden Door event if his match went on first. He said he wanted to get out of Canada as quickly as possible and didn't want to waste his time watching a bunch of indie jabronis from Japan wrestle. And just as he would take Tanahashi's air guitar between his bow-legged knees and stick it up his ass because he's on the level of the devil to close out that promo. I thought that was a good, strong promo from MJF. And yes, his feud between him and New Japan continue. But I enjoyed this one. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Get the tease for the match. And yes, they are. Oh, by the way, it has been confirmed they are opening the show with the title match. So he's
Oh,
pulling
yes.
he's pulling a Brock Lesnar, John. He's pulling a Brock Lesnar. But overall, I mean, fun little quick stuff there. And then where am I going here? All right, here we go. Then we shot outside the venue where he's known as the home show Maple Leafs. Obviously, in Toronto, you figure you're gonna get a pop for the Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
And then the second match of the show, Trios champion Brody King goes on Andre El Idolo. Andre hits a trick field pose in between the ropes, but then was pulled his top right over Brody King, charges at him. Andre El Idolo yells at Joey Hart, then puts King back on the floor before hitting a moonsault onto him. He held the back and hit the barricade. It looked like he hit the barricade, but thank God he's okay. Back inside, Andre and Brody King came back to see Andre on top rope for chopping him, which because El Idolo tumbled to the floor as we go to picture-in-picture. After the break, El Idolo stands on out catching King going for a kick and hits a dragon screw back in the ring. He goes after leg, hits a flying forearm, then hits a double knee strike in the corner for a 2 count. Brody caught El Idolo with a forearm strike, plays him over his shoulders. King sold his knee, dropped down before hosting Andre back up and hits a definitely drop in the opposite corner, falls with a cannonball. Then he hoists him up, trying to go for something, but Andre chop blocks him. Then El Idolo goes for the figure four, then gives up when he spots Julia standing on the apron, holding the black mask he wears to the ring. So Brody goes after him, who comes with a back elbow. Man, that back elbow he does. Oh my God. I'm sorry, he does it better than Jericho, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he looked like he knocked him out. Then he locks in the figure four again, and then he's sounding his shoulder pain, trying to push it into the figure eight, paying homage to his fiance Charlotte Flair. Then another member of the House of Black, Buddy Matthews, runs down and attacks Andre for a rare DQ win. Wow, AEW doing DQs, that's shocking. At 12 minutes and 56 seconds. I don't like this one. I like the El Idolo Buddy Matthews match a little better last week, but I give this one 6.5. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I'd give it a 6.
The DQ, I get like you're trying to keep like strong sorry, King and El Idolo strong, but it's just like I didn't like the DQ. match.
Yeah.
But I get why, but I don't know. I'm just not a big DQ person.
When
But
when they do those qualifications.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it was still good. Though. I did like this. But like I said, though, I like the Alito Buddy Matthews match a little better. And then after the match, King and Matthews work over Andre afterwards, and then Brody lays him out with the Gonzo bomb. Then we see King, Matthews, and her all pose in the middle of the ring, and then Malachi Black's face appeared on the big screen, and then Julia Hart pulls off the mask, and the lights went out. Well, looks like we are getting a trios match between House of Black, Andre. I'm actually going to bring Roosh and Preston Fancy LFI, which I think that'd be a banger. Well, or Malachi Black versus Andre Idolo. Well, I mean, he's wrestling two of them, so I mean, you might also make it a trifecta. But I can't wait for that match again. I mean, they had a great one NXT years ago, but I can't wait, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But didn't oh, I can't wait for this segment. Tony Schiavone introduces Christian Cage and new TNT champion Luchasaurus. And Christian Cage is holding by the way, John Cage is not the TNT champion, by the way. Just want to make that disclaimer.
I was gonna say.
So basically, so last week, so at Double or Nothing, Warlock beat Christian Cage a ladder match to retain the title, and then Luchasaurus got the shot last episode Collision, and then Luchasaurus won, but Cage is pretending. I mean, Christian Cage is great heel. I can't give him enough. But so basically, they're saying Christian Cage is the TNT champion, but technically it's Luchasaurus, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
Schiavone asked how Christian felt being back at home. He said he left the show last week in a bad move for lots of reasons, but he knew he would be back in Toronto with the TNT title in just a short few days. He's out in a worse mood. He says the moment he stepped off the plane, all the thoughts and emotions came from. But the city breathed losers and turned popular with losers. Cage said, I did get a laugh out of that. He claimed the crowd is okay with mediocrity. Well, he's not. He healed on the Toronto Maple Leafs for choking and now plays on and oh my god, NHL playoffs again. There you go. That's how you piss off Canadians. Just talk trash about Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yep.
I'm not a big hog. I do like the playoffs. Don't like Stanley Cup and stuff, but like I wouldn't go watch it. Like if I came to your place, John, and watched it, like whatever, right?
I am not a fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs, but
No,
yes.
I'm just saying that, but you know what I mean. Yes, I know you're not a big fan of
That's
Maple Leafs.
not my team.
I know, but hey, go to a random hometown and start trashing the teams. That'll get you heat.
Sure.
And since the only glimmer of hope to say is ruined when Toronto Raptors won the NBA championship. This due to Kawhi Leonard. I do apologize for butchering his first name. He said he contacted Leonard and told him to get out of the city of losers. LOL. Cage said there will be not any more open challenges. Cage said that people who want the TNT shot have to earn it, just like him and his right hand up distraction did. Tell Luchasaurus. He wouldn't pretend he carried title like a vanity project who used to travel the roads, take a shot at Cody Rhodes. Here in AEW, Christian says he'll take title to new heights. Well, we remain the face of TNT now and forever. Honestly, I enjoyed this promo. What'd you think, John?
Yeah, I thought it was all right.
All right.
It was all right.
Oh, come on.
I'm not a big huge on the promo thing. Like I
Like
get it.
traction.
Like I get it. I understand, you know, why it needs to be, but you know, I go there to watch the fights is what I'm watching for.
The hockey fights, yeah.
Yeah. I want to see some fights.
I can't blame you. I'm the same way. And then we get a field package of Shuji Kojima. We're calling him. He met CM Punk 20 years earlier and says he's got a problem. He's pumped to face him. Then he could say he's gonna kill him. You idiot! I did get a laugh out of that. I will kick your ass. And then they got the Punk, who's thrown on to be in the ring with Kojima, and on the legacy of Owen Hart. Punk says when the bell rings, he's gonna rip Kojima's ears off. Wow, we're getting a little dark here, guys. Come on.
Well, yeah, you know, they were heated in the moment.
I know. And then Rod Strong told Joe both speak about being in the tournament. Strong said he was honored of his trainer Jim Neidhart. Dustin Rose says he won't be stepping in stone. Powerhouse Hobbs and Juice and Ricky basically said they're going to win the tournament. You know what's funny? Out of the 8 men that are wrestling in this tournament, Dustin Rhodes is actually the one who actually faced Owen.
Oh yeah.
Is that great? Well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. But I think that was all for the Owen Hart Cup stuff, I believe, on this show. Yeah, okay. I forgot what I was doing for a second. And then Nigel McGuinness highlights of Sky Blue v AJ on Rampage to face in the we already talked about, so she'll face the winner of Wednesday's match with Brave Ruby Soho. And speaking of the Women's Owen Hart Cup, we go to another quarterfinal match. Nyla Rose goes well with Will Nightingale. Will puts Nyla down with a draw kick and then places the crowd as Nyla whirls to the floor. So Nightingale follows. Mira Sphere blocks Will's path, allowing Nyla to catch her with a cheap shot, runs her short first in the ring post as we go to commercial break. We come back for break. Nightingale hits a missile drop kick from the middle rope for a 2 count. She tried to go for the Babe with the powerbomb, but couldn't do it due to her shoulder injury. So Nyla suplexes her and gets a 2 count. Not trying to go for the beast bomb, but Nightingale slips away. So Nyla clubs Willow, then puts the boots to her, and then Nightingale comes back with a pounce and then hits her with the government suplex. Sorry, her Babe with the powerbomb for the victory at 8 minutes and 54 seconds. Honestly, fun little match. I just won 6 out of 10. What'd you think, John?
I would give it. I wouldn't go any higher than 6. I was going to say about 5.5, 5, around there. About midway, I guess. If we're going on 10, I'd say 5.5 out of 10.
Woohoo! Yeah, but so basically she'll face the winner of the Athena Billy Starks match, which I'm not going to spoil because the pre-show is going on as we're recording. But actually, John, do you want a spoiler or do you want me to tell you off?
Sure.
So, but well, spoiler. So if anyone does not want to hear, just fast forward like a couple seconds. So she'll face Athena in the semifinals. So you're getting there. You're close.
There we go.
So that's the only spot I'm going to say for Vindor. So yeah, Athena will face Will Nightingale in his semifinals. We don't know when they are happening yet, but I actually enjoyed this match. Then after the match, the Outcasts, Women's Champion Tony Storm, Ruby Soho, and Saraya surrounding the ringside area. Sky Blue runs with a chair and Joyce Nightingale in the ring as Storm holds up her women's title, and then they head to the back. Nightingale is challenging for the. Do you find it a little weird, John, that she's in the tournament, but yeah, she's challenging for the women's title?
Kind of a twofer, right?
What's that?
It's kind of a twofer. She's doing both, so
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
sorry, I made myself confused. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. So, well, she's got the New Japan Strong Women's title, right? But obviously, spoiler, she's not gonna win. Like, well, no, you don't get me wrong, but Tony just won the women's title, so I can't see her losing it. But
no.
But in place, if let's say she does win it, I can't see her losing in the tournament with the women's title. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But anyway, I like both of these women. I thought it was a good match. But so yeah, spoiler, she will face Athena in the semifinals to be determined. And then Scorpio Sky was interviewed by Lex Nier backstage. He said he struggled in every part of his life before he arrived in AEW, where he got his big break and couldn't control him. Sky's he accomplished what he did in AEW while show of his true self. He said he's back and now he will find out who he really is. And then the broadcast team hyped up Powerhouse Hobbs' appearance, and we'll go to that match now. It's a squash match against Jeremy Prophet. Hobbs goes right after him, but after Prophet was introduced, he didn't. Basically, he just dominated, put him away with Spine Buster at a minute 37. And technically, we can rate this, John. It's over a minute.
It's just over a minute, so we can rate it.
Two.
It's Powerhouse Hobbs. There, that's the rating. Powerhouse Hobbs. Yeah, we'll just go with that.
Yes.
Powerhouse Hobbs and some guy.
Yes. I mean, I like Powerhouse, but they kind of need to take a break from him doing squash matches, honestly.
He does a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he seems to do like more than anybody else.
Right?
Like, I swear, like every other show, it's Powerhouse Hobbs and some guy. And he just goes in there, smacks him around a little bit, and game over. Like, it's...
Yeah, right?
Adds it to the Book of Hobbs.
Yes. And then we go to our fifth and final match, made an 8-man tag team match, and it's basically the same guy. It's 801 tag champs, FTR, CM Punk. Basically, it's a 6-man time. This time it's 8-man. So basically, it's FTR, CM Punk, and Ricky Starks. Go against Jay White, Juice Robinson, Bullet Club Gold, and the Guns, Austin and Colm. So CM Punk and Jay White start the match off. White flashes his biceps, and then Punk shoves him. and then Jay White makes a gun with his finger, presses against the Punk's head, and then takes and Juice robs him. Punk puts Juice down with a short tackle and then flexes. Then Dax Harwood takes and Trey slams with Juice. Then Ricky starts Jay White in the ring together. Ricky drops Jay with a punch. White points to the corner and Punk takes in more cheers and boos. And then CM Punk pays Jerry to Rick Rude by swerving his hips to taunt Jay White, and a White caught Punk with a kick and tossed him to the floor with the guns, and Juice attack him. Other Bayface run over the referee still between both teams as we go to pitcher break. We come back from break. Cash hits a backbreaker on Colin Gunn, and then Punk tags and drops an elbow from the ropes. Punk sat on Colin and Flex while getting a 2 count. Punk tries to kick White off the apron when Punk turns around. Colin blocks him with a clothesline and then takes in his brother Austin. White takes in and Bullet Club and the guns continue to isolate Punk. White takes out a dragon screw and takes out. Juice targets the same left knee. White takes it and the isolation Punk continues as we go to our final pitcher break. Bullet Club and the guns continue to focus on Punk. Punk's Juice tries him for his own GTS, but Punk blocks it and drops Juice with a kick. He fights off the gun, still to his car and takes it Ricky Starks, who cleans house. Starks hits a DDT on Austin for a 2 count. Starks and Austin were left in the ring while the rest of the men brawled on the floor. White makes a blind take, but Starks actually on hits a blue thunder bomb for a 2 count. White avoids the Ramband show and rolls him up for a 2 count of himself. Starks comes over with his own pinfall, but Juice broke it up. Harwood takes out Juice with a power driver with the guns. Take out Harwood with the 310 to Yuma. Wheeler clotheslines Austin the ringside and the press is going over and throw him onto his partner. Then he hits a tope series. Man, the way Cash flew, there was no barricade. I think he would have been the 5th row. Like, oh my god. And then Punk says a Formula double White, who puts on a Uranagi. White falls on a Uranagi on Starks for a 2 count. Starks comes out with a spear on Juice and both of the guns. Juice blasts Starks with a left hand from God on the floor, and then Jay hits the Blade Runner for the victory at 23 minutes and 43 seconds. What'd you think of this main event, John? I give this one 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I could give it a 7. I was gonna say 6, but yeah, we'll go with 7. It was a good match.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I kind of like this one a little bit better than last week's main event. Not by much though, but
yeah.
I thought Punk Starks and FTR will win, honestly, just because where Punk just came back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he lost both, right?
No, Punk won last week. He lost this week.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He won last week.
Well, next week, John, let's do 10-man tag at this rate.
Might as well just put, we might as well do a fucking Royal Rumble.
All right.
We're going to do a 30-man tag team.
Oh,
15,
wow.
15 and 15.
15. Yeah, there you go. Survivor Series elimination. But after the match, White held the guns on, and then Juice and the guns showed him doing so. So basically, they officially the guns have joined Bullet Club Gold to close out this week's edition of the second episode of Collision. Honestly, I enjoyed this episode. Overall score, I just won 7 out of 10. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I'd give it a 7. Yeah. Overall, it was good.
I did. So matches. Also, I'd probably say check out the rest as sets for the Powerhouse Jerry Profit match.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean that.
But honestly, top 2 for me would be the Hiroshi for sure. The opening and main event is the top 2 for me. Alito and Bro King is number 3, and then the women's quarterfinal match before, and then obviously Hobbs would be number 5.
Yeah. I mean, I like Hobbs, but that match was it's Hobbs and some guy.
Yes. Squash match.
I like to see him Powerhouse Hobbs wrestle main guys, but
Well, I mean, he's got Dustin. So they're taping it on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to commercial. They're doing Hamilton on Thursday, and then I think they're taping it for Saturday. So, well, because it's Canada Day up here for our Canadian listeners.
Yes, on Saturday.
Yes.
Yep.
Ta-da.
It is.
So happy early Canada Day, but
mm-hmm.
But overall, I say that's a 2. If I had to make just 2, I say the main event and opener. Andre Alio broke it would have been a 7, but that DQ kind of took it away from me a little bit, to be honest with you. But it was still a good show. Honestly, I'm not complaining. And I liked Willow not run Nyla. That they had a little fun match, but I kind of figured Willow was winning to be honest with you. But that's Collision. So and next week we got the final three of the men's uh quarterfinal: Dustin Rose, Battles Hobbs, Rod Strong's Mojo, and Juice Robinson, Ricky Starks. And also MJF will be wrestling as well. So there we go, John. MJF's gonna be wrestling weekly at this rate.
There we go.
LOL. Look, he's wrestling this week, or tonight on Forbidden Door, and then he's doing. Actually, I don't think he's wrestling Wednesday. I don't think. I think. Well, they didn't say yet, so I can't fully say officially. But anyway, and then he's wrestling Saturday. So yeah, that's the collision stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now we will go to. Well, close out this week. We'll go to Sunday, June 25th. Shows. Come on. Sorry, computer's just acting up. There we go. So we'll kick it off with Stardom Sunshine Show. This is from this morning. Oh, come on. There we go. So we kick it off with a 6-woman tag match with stars Hiden, Saida, and Momo Kongo defeat Yuta Mitsumori, Waka Tsuyama, and Ari Sakura. In a passion injection match, Nene Takahashi defeat Hanago. Suri defeat Xena. 6-woman tag match with male tier runner of a World Stardom champions Tam Nakao and Natsupoi Tiwakari. Defeat Maika, Suzuki, Mei Sarah. For the Goddess of Stardom titles, the challengers Roscoe, Rame, and Mayu Shirakawa, defeating the champions New Eras, Murray, and Emisori to win the Goddess of Stardom titles. Semi-main event in a R Stardom title steel cage match. The champions the Bar Bombers, Juliet, May, Sakura, and Tekla defeating stars IWGP Women's Champion Mayu Iwatani and Sugi and Kagama. And then in the main event in a 12-woman tag team steel cage match, where the last one in the cage must leave their unit. So Queen Quest is Utami Hayashishita, Sai Kamatani, Azumi Hina, Maya Masaki, Lady C, defeating All Tai's high-speed champion Saki Kashima, New Blood Tag Team Champion Starlight Kid, future Stardom Champion Arena, Ruka, Momo Watanabe, and Natsuhiko Tora. And since Saki Kashima was left in the cage, she's no longer part of Otai, so that was Stardom there. Excuse me. And then we'll go to Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling's live tour in spring day 10. So we had Suzumi defeating Suzuki via Ring a Bell, 5 minutes 44 seconds. Second match, Moga Mamamoto defeating Toga via Rajamon, 5 minutes and 29 seconds. Triple threat match, Haber Masao defeating Arashiri and Hamar via Jackknife Pin, 6 minutes and 55 seconds. Tag team match with Free Wi-Fi, Hikari Noah and Noi Kikia defeating Yuki Ari and Hari Katsuziro via Neck Breaker drop, 9 minutes and 54 seconds. Fifth match, non-title action. We had Princess Masuki defeating Mario Karyoko for Diamond Phone Stomp, 10 minutes and 47 seconds. Semi-main event, 6-woman tag team match with Yuki Ino, Ragi, and Pam Harajuku defeat International Princess Ragi Tatsuzumi, Maya Watanabe, and Kaya Torabami via Venus DDT, 13 minutes and 33 seconds. In the main event, Mayo Yamashita and Shoko Nakajima versus Mikey Ito and Yuki Kamafuku ends in a 20-minute time limit draw. So it's Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. And then we go to DDT's What Are You Doing Tour Day 10. So we get over the pre-show match. We had 8-man tag team match. We had Paramount's Yuki Ino and Daisuke Dino, Tino Vittorio Washi and Uni versus Akiko Soma Tayago Katsuma Sumi and Roga entered a no contest, 5 minutes and 44 seconds. So main show actually saw Roki Doi defeating Takashi Masa via Inside Creo, 7 minutes and 44 seconds. 8-man tag team match Ryu Katsuno. 6-man tag champs Hiromu, Ryu Nakatatsu, Yuki Ishida, and Yoshi Okada. And Yua Koryoku, part of Burning, defeat Eruptions, Yuki Sakaguchi, Saki Ega, Hideki Okatani, and the Iron Man Heavy Middleweight Champion Shihiro Takagi via Dinsoki Hole, 9 minutes 22 seconds. Harashima defeat Minoru Fujita by disqualification, 7 minutes 31 seconds. Non-title match, Universal Champion Tsuzuya defeat Nick Wayne via Burning Star Press, 13 minutes and 44 seconds. 6-man tag team match with KOD Openweight Champion Yuji Ino and All Florida Champion Madoka Oshi of Omega, teams with Jun Akiyama, defeating 6-man tag team champion Katsuhara Haraguchi, Masaru Takanashi, and Tori Honda via submission by King Kong Sleeper, 13 minutes and 23 seconds. And then for the KOD tag team titles, Damnation TA, Daisuke Sasaki, and MJ Paul defeating 37 Kame's Yuki Ino and Toy Kojima. 15 minutes, 20 seconds via crossface. In the main event, in a triple threat elimination match for the vacate extreme title, Kazuchika hired to be Mo and Yoshihiko via regeneration cutback, 21 minutes and 25 seconds. So that is DDT. And then we'll close out with Dragon Gates, Rainbow Gate, Day 13. So kick over the tag team match with D Courage defeating Kung Fu Masters, 9 minutes and 10 seconds via Inferno on Jackie Funk Kime. Second match, Kai defeating Ryo Tanaka via Boston Crab, 8 minutes and 54 seconds. And a tag team match. Now, Gerald Fox is open to triangle champion Kazi and UT between Jiggy Horikoshi and Prom Dragon, 8.5 minutes via ground Cobra twist. Fourth match, tag team match with M3K. Open to Gold Class, Kota Minoru and BB Hulk defeating open to 20K champs M3K, Tsushima and Yushi Kanda. 11 minutes and 8 seconds via self on Yushi Kanda. Tag team match in Ben K. Minoru of Gold Class defeating Yuma and open to triangle gauge Big Rush Motion. 13 minutes. Oh my god, I can't talk tonight. Why am I screwing this up? Big Boss Mushi trying to get champion and Yamato defeating Ben K and Minoru of Gold Class. 13 minutes 9 Big Boss Press. In the main event, 6-man tag match, we had the Dragons, Ultimo, and Dragon Kid with Strong Machine J defeats G Brads of Shun Skywalker. D Monty and Heil, 11 minutes 58 seconds via Bible. And that's the show for this week. John, thanks for being on like usual.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. I'll be back on Friday to talk with the only 2 shows from Sunday will be G7 for New South and Forbidden Door, also the shows from Monday for Thursday. Have a good weekend, guys, and stay safe.
Have a good one.